Welcome back to Golfing Greats in Their Own Words with PGA Tour player Jason Dufner. Dufner realised a golfing dream when he was selected to play in the 39th Ryder Cup at Medina, Illinois in September 2012, where he was third on the Ryder Cup points list behind Tiger Woods and Bubba Watson. In the next part of our chat in Kuala Lumpur, I asked Dufner about facing the Europeans for the American team, captained by Davis Love III. After years of watching the Ryder Cup on television, what was it like to finally get selected in the US team alongside the likes of Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson and Jim Furyk?
Yeah, you know, it's a huge accomplishment and a great achievement for my career. I think one of the most satisfying achievements I think I've had in my career so far. That team's really tough to get on. They only get 12 guys every 2 years. You know, there's a ton of guys that want to be part of that team, and to make that team on the points and to kind of earn it yourself was really a great accomplishment, and I felt really satisfied, so to say, in what I had been doing over a 2-year period to achieve that goal.
From a team perspective, it didn't have a happy ending for the United States at the Ryder Cup 2012. But for you personally at Medina, you won 3 out of 4 matches. What was the highlight for you?
You know, probably the highlight, to be honest with you, was the Saturday afternoon match that Zach and I had with Roy and Ian Poulter. Pretty exciting stuff, I think. We ended up losing the match, which was disappointing, but I think just being in that environment, you know, Zach and myself playing against #1 in the world and Ian Poulter in a pretty pivotal match where somebody needed a point, and I think a lot of the golf that was played was pretty good golf, and I think good theater for people to watch. So I think being part of that match and having all these people, you know, see this match live, and I think that's a pretty neat part of the Ryder Cup.
What do you think it says to all the struggling players out there that you've achieved so much after your 35th birthday?
Yeah, you know, I guess that means it's never too late. So all you 30-year-olds out there, get your clubs out and work hard at it. You can be on the tour. No, you know, it's a different path for everybody out here on the PGA Tour or in the professional game. Some guys, you know, turn pro at 20 and they're just out there doing great from the get-go. Some guys take years and years and years to develop and get better. Some guys develop quickly, fall off, come back. I think there's just different routes for every player out there, and you just got to go out and find what's going to be the best route for you.
Do you feel finally that you now belong playing with all these big stars on the PGA Tour?
Yeah, I feel like I belong, and this is my 7th year out here. This is my 4th consecutive year of keeping my card, and I've got a couple wins to show for it now. So I think I've established myself as a guy that can play some pretty good golf on a week-to-week basis out here on the PGA Tour and compete for some you know, regular PGA Tour events and be competitive in some majors from time to time.
So what are your remaining career ambitions as a professional golfer on the PGA Tour?
Yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to just being out here, playing with some great players, playing some great venues, playing great tournaments, and trying to play well in these events, trying to win more tournaments. I think I've, you know, gotten to the point where I'm not just trying to play good rounds and be satisfied with top 10s or top 5s. I'm getting to the point where I want to win more, where I'm hungry to win more, and those are my goals. You know, I think a couple years ago I might have said that to you, but I probably wasn't being truthful to myself. But I think now I can really focus on each week that I'm playing an event, trying to win those events.
If someone looks back on the career of Jason Dufner in 50 years' time, what would you like them to remember about you?
Oh, I don't know. That's a tough question. I never think of myself in terms of like that and what people are going to think about me as far as the history of golf. I got a long ways to go before I think I'm ever, you know, in the history of golf. I got a lot of majors to win and a lot more tournaments to win. But, you know, I think a lot of people out there respect my game now, realize that I've worked really hard to get to this point, and I'm pretty happy with people thinking that.
Well, Jason Dufner, thank you so much for being our special guest on Golfing Greats in Their Own Words.
Thank you.
Jason Dufner is proof that successful golfers come in all shapes and sizes, and that hard work and dedication can be rewarded in a late blooming career. He's a modest and low-key individual who's proven beyond all doubt that he can now compete with the biggest stars on America's PGA Tour and should be respected. Jason Christopher Dufner, a true golfing great. Hope you've enjoyed the latest installment in the Golfing Greats in Their Own Words series. I'm Jason Dasey. We'll see you again very soon.